ho, 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 ho. I'm Santa Claus, and I'm here to let you know that I have a good friend down there in Portland, Oregon, who can help you to find all the Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars that you could possibly want. Let me show you his card, in case you want to call him. Yes, ToyCarCollector.com. Oh, he's been so good this year. Again, as like every year, he's been so good. Give him a call at ToyCarCollector.com, and you'll be so happy. And maybe you'll get some wonderful toys under your tree this year. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, wow. Thank you, Santa. All right, back to the North Pole for you, as we have to talk about some Matchbox toys. Today, we're going to talk about Matchbox toys. That's right, ToyCarCollector.com, your source for fabulous Matchbox cars from all the years up to about 1972. That would be 1956, 57, something like that, to 1972. So let's get started. I've got this 5-page long order that came in the other day. I had to get all the cars together. He only wanted the very best. And so let's take a look at the very best and see what they look like. All right, here's number one right out of the gate. The number one, not the number one. The number one I'm going to show you today. It's the number 3 Bedford Tipper. And this is an old one, very old. Let's see, what is the year on that? I better get this information close at hand. Now, one thing you want to know about Matchbox is that they have a year of introduction. So, for instance, the 3A, and this is how they do Matchbox. The basic list starts 1953. So if you look here, let's start with 1 here. Number 1A comes out in 1953. Number 2A, 1953. 3A, 1953. So then the next model, whenever they replace that model, they call it B. So 1955 on the number 1. Number 2, 1957. And so what that means is, for instance, on the 2A dumper, they brought it out in 1953. They kept making it till about 1957. Then they replaced it with a different model. So we're doing a number 3 here today. The cement mixer came out in 1953 and stayed in the lineup until 1961. So in 1961, it was replaced by the Bedford Tipper. And this is the Bedford Tipper here. It comes in red, gray with a red bed, or gray with a maroon bed. And look at this. It came out in 1963. And they made this model, or 1961, I should say. They made this model till 1967 or 8. So they made this quite a while. This particular model has a mid-box, which is a beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. And everyone likes the boxes to be as perfect as possible. So there she is, Bedford Tipper. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3 again. This is the next model in the lineup for the 3C. Ambulance, made in 1968 and 69. I don't know if they made it in 70 or not. So it's rather a short-lived model. Quite beautiful. It also has a little man in the back there on a stretcher. And this particular one is mint in mint box. It does have a price sticker on one side. Some price stickers can be gotten off with a little lighter fluid, but it does take quite a while to soak those and get them to remove, because they have been stuck on there for so long. This particular one since 1968. What is that? That's like 36 years. No, it's longer than that. 46 years. Holy smokes. All right, next one in the lineup is the 5C. 5C, now this is one of my personal favorites. Most people have seen the number 5 London bus, but this is the earlier one. The 5C came out in 1961 and was made till just about 1965 when it was replaced by the more common 5D. This one is an early version with the gray wheels. When you have Matchbox, they have a lot of variations to them, and as you go through the list, for instance, on the 5C, there are 6 variations. This one says viscostatic with gray plastic wheels, so that is the 5C2 on the London bus. Quite an attractive model. Really, totally Matchbox. When you think of Matchbox, you totally think of the London bus. Here we go, 1957 model. Actually, it was made from 1957 until 1963. And this is the quarry truck. This is a really fine model. Look at that. So beautiful. Possibly could have, this particular one could have actually been made way back when. Could have been one of the first ones, in which case it would have been made in 1957. And it could also have been one of the later ones, made in 1963. There are only two variations of this. One has gray plastic wheels, and one has black plastic wheels, which is what this one has. Very, very difficult to find one this fine. This is a real beauty. The number 6 quarry truck, so beautiful. Here's a good looking model, the 1965 Jumbo Crane, number 11 in the lineup for that year. 1965 to about 68 or 69, they made this. A couple of variations. One has a red boom box right here. This part is called the boom box or the boom weight. Some of those are red weight box and some are yellow. The yellow is the earlier model, so this could have been made in 1965, again with a mint box. Here's the number 16, the Case Bulldozer. The Case Bulldozer was made in 1969, so it's one of the latest ones. I think they also carried it over to the 1970 line where things had changed to the Superfast from the regular Matchbox. This one has a different kind of box. This is an F box with the square, the flat Matchbox, and then the square number box on the side. It's called the F box. And this one is very hard to find with rubber treads that are real soft. It's real hard to find any of the Matchbox treaded models with soft treads, but there are replacement treads available from overseas. There's some guys in England that sell them on eBay. The number 16. Check this out. This is the number 18 field car. Field car. It's some sort of a, I never really thought about what it is. I imagine it's a Land Rover. Yep, definitely a Land Rover. And as you can see, one tire has fallen off. I reach back over and find that tire. It's around here someplace. But these models, typically, the hubs shrink over time, and that makes these tires very loose. I haven't really found a perfect way to attach those, but there's got to be one to do that. But this is the field car, and the field car has got the hubs and the plastic tires, the nice plastic roof on it. It's very cute. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it's got the advantage having the tow hook on the back so you can put your accessory cars on there. Very cool. Here's the number 20, the Taxi. The Taxi was made, let's see, 1965 to up to 1969, and it is one of the most popular models of all time. Everybody wanted the Taxi because it's a taxi, and because it has a little man inside, and because it's a Chevrolet, a U.S. model Chevrolet, 4-door Impala. Very cool. And look at that, and it's also got the hitch on the back. So that's got a lot of advantages to it. So this model's always been popular. I can barely keep one in stock because it's so popular. Here's the number 21, the Foden Concrete Truck, 1968. It's one of the later models in the series. One of the last models to come out in the regular wheel models. This is the E-Box. E-Box being different from the F-Box in that it's got the arch Matchbox at the top, a large picture. Very popular. I really like this box. It's good looking, nice artwork. And this particular model also, I believe, let's see, the barrel will go around as you drive it. Can you see that? It's got a screw drive system on the one axle there to make that barrel go around. So that's a neat feature on the Foden Concrete. Here's the number 23 Trailer House. Let's see, they call it the Trailer Caravan. Issued in 1965, came in yellow or pink. Pink is the later color, and that model lasted till 1969. And that's a very popular model. Of course, you can put that on one of your vehicles that has the hitch on the back, so that's a ton of fun right there for all the kids. And you can take the roof off, and look at that. You've got your interior in there. I don't see a bathroom in there. Maybe that's supposed to, no, that's the back deck. You got your kitchen. No water facilities, though. All right. There he is, Trailer Caravan. Here's the number 26 Foden Concrete Truck, issued in 1961. That one stuck around for quite a while, all the way up to 1968. Orange barrel. This one does not move. Pretty sure. Yep. Look at how beautiful that one is. Perfect mint condition. Oops, got one of my little stickers on the side of the box. Here's how I put stickers on the side of the box. Cut off a little bit from a Post-it note where it's got the little Post-it up there and the dry spot down there, so you can always get it off the box. 26, the Foden Concrete. Here's a cute model. It's one of the earlier ones. It's a 26A concrete truck issued in 1956. Stuck around for about 5 years. It is a neat looking model. Look how tiny it is compared to some of the other Matchbox. So there's like the first concrete truck, which then replaced by this concrete truck. You can see how much bigger they got. Quite a bit bigger. Look at the difference. Isn't that cool? Concrete trucks. Very popular. All right, we're back at it. It's been actually a couple of days since I started this video, and there's been a lot of snow on the ground. It's been a lot of fun outside. But let's get back to Matchbox number 39. I almost said 40 again. Number 39, the tractor, mint with a near mint box. Near mint because it has just a slight little bend right there. It looks real pretty on this side, and you can only display one side at a time, so what the heck. Well, that's a beautiful tractor and trailer. I've got a tractor only. Oh, wait. Number 40, here's the trailer. Okay, there's the trailer, and here's the box for that. Tractor and trailer. There it is. Let's zoom out here. Pan over a little. There we go. Tractor and trailer. Trailer number 40, and that's mint in a mint box. I did have some of these that were new old stock. In fact, a lot of my Matchbox are new old stock, which means that they never got sold in the first place and just got saved. Pretty neat. It's amazing how many of those there are out there, but not enough for everybody. Anyway, look how beautiful that is. Like a brand new box. Number 39 and number 40. Next up is the number 40. They're called the Royal Tiger Coach. This is a really neat model. Look at that. Nice silver blue color. Got a nice silver painted grille. Probably hand painted, I suspect. Leyland Royal Tiger Coach number 40. This is a neat model. What do you think? You like it? I like it. That is so cool. Wow. Next one up, the number 42 Studebaker. The 42 Studebaker. Now this is one of the most desirable Matchbox from its day. It comes with the Hunter, and he's got to have his little tabs cut off the bottom there so he can stand up, and the little hunting dog. Hunter and hunting dog. The Studebaker has a sliding top on it. Of course, when we were kids, we loved those parts that moved. But look at that. It's a good looking. It's got an all silver metal base. Got the blue there so you can put your dog in the back. Put the dog in the back right there. There he goes. Oh, he's drooling all over the back. That's going to be a mess. Leave a spot. All right, pretty nice, huh? The number 42, and that is the Studebaker wagon, a beauty. Here's the next two, the Iron Fairy Crane with the big, man, I gotta stop doing that. Cut. All right. Hey, check it out. Here's the next two, number 42, the Iron Fairy Crane. Isn't that a cool piece? It's got this boom that goes around, and then the hook on the back. And then number 46, the Mercedes in the harder to get green color. This one comes in blue or green, and the Mercedes, of course, has opening doors. Oh yeah, look at that. The doors open. Hey, look at that. And the trunk opens. Wow, that is so cool. Remember when you were 8 years old and you got one of these? Yeah, so cool. It's just like the real thing, probably better. The number 46 Mercedes. That is cool. Here's a couple more pieces that came from my stock of new old stock Matchbox, never been touched. I bought them in an auction years ago out of Pennsylvania, where the fellow who had hoarded all these Matchbox had dozens of each model. I bought all my favorite models, including this DAF tipper container. Very, very cool. Look how beautiful that is. And the Dodge dump truck. This one has the 3/4 base. The full base goes all the way to the back here on another variation. Of course, you can pull up the dump, put your dirt in there, dump it out. Very cool. Now this is the E box, and this is the F box. This box came later, really about 69 and into early 70. This is the E box, which ran, I'd say, 65 to 69, something like that. So there's a lot more of these than there are of those. But they're both equally collectible and really fun to have. Here's three really neat models. Number 49, the Unimog. Now normally you see that mostly in red and blue. This is the one with tan and turquoise. It's much harder to get than the red and blue one. Isn't that pretty? Look at that beautiful tan color. And then here's the tractor, this particular one with the gray wheels. Now one of the things about tractors or anything with the separate tire and hub, they always are loose, so you're not going to be able to drive a tractor around. You just have to display it because they're real loose, and I've never found a good answer for making those tight again or putting something in there to wedge them. But again, a nice mint box. Oh, and over here, the number 51 Albion Chieftain. This is a much earlier model with the gray plastic wheels. Very nice. Very early model. Gray plastic is early 60s, late 50s. Right after they did the metal wheels, they changed to the gray plastic. I think and then the silver plastic came after the gray, I believe. I always get that mixed up. Anyway, I like the gray plastic wheels. I think they look real neat. Really gives it that old age look. Very nice. Let's take those away and get the next batch. Hey, this is neat. Three variations of the Douglas Tipper. The Douglas Tipper with the Douglas on orange, Douglas on yellow, and then the pointer on the yellow. That's three different variations of the model. Obviously, number 51, and in the later box. Pretty cool. Look at that. Those things are gorgeous. Look at this. That is very neat to see all three at the same time. That's so fantastic. I love that. Absolutely fabulous. This is neat. This is a bunch of the military units. The Saracen, number 54, that's this guy right here with the little tiny tank gun on the top. And this one's my favorite over here, the little guy with the riding in the car. Let's see, what's his number? He's the Ferret Scout car number 61. Then you have the General Service Lorry and the Ford Service Ambulance over here. That's 63. This one's 62. The military lot. I think there's 8 different military vehicles. Not sure exactly, but they're so cool. It was a big deal, you know, after kind of World War II looking, which was a real popular topic when I was a kid in the 60s. There was always all these TV shows about World War II combat and different things. Pretty cool. A lot of John Wayne movies. It's a neat time. Military Vehicles by Matchbox. Here's the number 56 B2 Fiat with the brown luggage, and then the 57 B1 with the tan luggage. We got brown luggage and tan luggage on the same model. Those are neat with the luggage on top of there. How cool is that? Then the number 57 Land Rover Fire Truck. Land Rover Fire Truck. The funny thing about the Land Rover Fire Truck is it's really hard to get one that doesn't have bad suspension on it. It's got this little plastic thing that goes from front to rear to give it some pressure so that you can have some suspension. But it's really hard to get one that's not all, that still has the spring in it. I bought like a dozen of these in mint box, never used, and I think 10 of them had bad suspension. One of that sides was weak or broken. So this is a real beauty there. Here's another oldie, the number 59 A1 Thames with Singer on the side. Isn't that cute? Look at that thing. That is old. This thing is as old as me, I think. I think it came out in like 59. I came out in 58. Look at that. That's so cool. There is a much harder to get variation of this model in dark green. In fact, I have one. Let's take a look. Reached over for it. Ah, there it is. Silver wheels. Wow. I just finally acquired this recently. Silver wheels, dark green. Wow. Isn't that cool? So there's both variations of that guy. Very cool. Very, very cool. Hey, look at these three beauties. The number 60. Now, when I was a kid, I think it was my favorite. It's got the house on the back. How cool is that? House on the back, the Sight Hut truck. 63, the Foamite airport crash tender with the little pieces still on its little tree. Airport crash tender goes on the side, and the rest of the parts go on the top. And over here, we've got the Dodge Crane truck. Dodge Crane truck number 63 in a beautiful yellow color. Those are nice. All mint in box. Here's another three beauties. Look at that, the Fire Chiefs Cruiser, number 59. Perfect mint condition. Look at that glow on that thing. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And the number 70, grit spreader. Of course, the grit spreader, you put your grit in there, and then you got a little pull on the back here to open it up and let the grit out so you can gravel the road. And over here, the 64 MG 1100. Very, very nice. And also, hey, look at this. Here's a super fast model, 1970. The variation, super fast with thin wheels. Some have fat wheels. The earliest ones have the thin wheels. And that is the super fast variation of that. And one last piece that was included in this order, besides the tank, which is a major pack, the trailer. This is like from the late 70s, maybe early 80s, but it's just real cool. And it's got a door that closes and opens. Let's see. I guess if it closes, it's got to open, right? There he goes. Come in to my trailer house. Very cool. Oh, look at that. Everything is in there. Everything is in there. Except I don't see a bathroom in there. It's just a sofa and a sink and a sofa on the other side. Very cool. Very cool. Put that down. All right. All right, check this out. This is a number M3 major pack. Look at this. Got the Thorny Antar tank. Look at that guy. Isn't he beautiful? Mint condition. Very nice. Never played with. Look at that. That's the only bad thing about these tanks is that they tend to have all of these tracks dry out. Most of them don't even have the tracks left on them because they've already cracked and broken and fallen off. Got a couple that still have the tanks treads on them, but about got a half dozen of them with no treads whatsoever. So only one time have I ever found one with still flexible treads, and they might have been reproductions for all I know. Could have been. Anyway, look at this beautiful tank carrier. And the tank carrier comes in a box, which there's several boxes available. Here's the M3 Major Pack box, with the just regular flaps on the back. And then here's the earlier box from the M3 tank. This is the first of the M3 boxes. Kind of neat. I really like this style box. It's very, very neat. All right, everybody, for all of you who sat through this entire video, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This has been David Williamson, or Dave Williamson, my friends call me, from the ToyCarCollector.com. That's right, the ToyCarCollector.com, your source for early Redline Hot Wheels and early Matchbox cars like these. And I have tons more, and not all of them are upside down. Most of them are right side up. And I have got, I don't know, around 1,000 Matchbox in stock, I'm sure. Got just about everything you can imagine. And so if you need any Matchbox, give me a holler at ToyCarCollector.com. That's right. Phone number 503-956-3708. But you know the drill. Email, you can't miss my name. It's ToyCarCollector.com. Thanks for joining me, and you have a great day.